Hello, welcome to my channel. This is a new thing about me playing different games. When I think about Lost Ark, I've been playing this game for like weeks now and I enjoyed it. It's so cool. I will tell about the goods and downs. So this game is a top-down RPG game, which is very popular nowadays. It is one of the first MMO that is on top-down, and it got its major ups and downs. First, this game is supposed to be like played with others as well, but you can play it on solo as well, which is very good because obviously I hate playing with others sometimes, but I do like playing against people. So I kind of like that dude who actually plays always these type of games that are actually kind of like more competitive against other people and kind of like fight against them, and then I can show off to others that I have something that they don't have. And in this type of games, I like to do it. Same as with like in World of Warcraft, I have been playing a lot of times, and that's the time when I was like playing just to show off. I was doing the raids, I was doing everything, so I got like the big achievements, achievement mounts, so I could actually show off, be very large compared to others, and that's something I love doing in this game. And what is going on in this as well. In terms of achievements, there are achievements in this game, but they are not as great as World of Warcraft did. Sometimes it is actually kind of feeling underwhelming, but there are a lot of achievements you can do, and if you wanna really collect them all, this is a very good game for you to collect because this game has tons of things to do. The combat system is very awesome, and it has lots of varieties, lots of different builds, lots of different weapons, armors and stuff that actually you can upgrade on your journey. I have not played the end game yet, so I don't only know this from now on that it is kind of like very good in terms of leveling, because the games is pretty fast, pretty good. I like how fast it is. The only thing I don't really like about this is the quests are very repetitive. Sadly, you kind of like just go to a quest. Let's find some. There's certain mounts, you can collect mounts as well. The game is kind of like not pay to win. Oh bro, haven't really played this game for a while though. It's very beautiful. I like how detailed it is. Although you don't spend too much time in certain places, the game is very detailed. It's very beautiful. That's one thing I like about this. Quests. There is a...
I'm glad the Kokomos didn't get them.
So you keep pressing G until you broke your finger. Every single time you go to quests, you just press the G. Like literally. If you kind of don't really care too much about the story, or you just kind of like don't want to pay attention to just kind of like normal jabbling, they just kind of like talk about shit all the time. It's just very boring. If it could get me into some stories, like there are some cutscenes that are very awesome. That's the reason I actually kind of like doing. Well, because the cutscenes sometimes are very well done, and some of them I really watch, but most of the time the storyline is kind of like kind of full of side quests and boring quests. Although I kind of like doing all of them because it kind of like leads one quest to another, and you just kind of like go from main quest to main quest, and you do the side quests in between. You don't have to do it. You gain a little bit more XP, you get faster, you get stronger, and I guess you get more loot as well. And there's two types of level. First is the combat level. Second one is the roster level. The roster level is something different because roster level is giving you stats like vitality. Vitality gives you, I suppose, HP, dexterity and stuff, gives more damage and skills to dodge and whatever. And we can collect them by doing level ups on the rooster. A rooster goes up to 241, and I'm only 18 after playing this game for a couple of weeks. The fun fact about roosters: you can level yourself up by selling items, doing stuff you normally would do in the game. You do quests, side quests, small quests, you just gain them. The story is very nice, very interesting. Usually, kind of like, doesn't really matter if you read them. I actually read it at first, then I realized that they were just kind of like not even talking about the story. They were just talking about like what happened, how it happens, and kind of like try to make characters, characters being special. And I don't feel like kind of going into investing in some of the characters. Kind of like, there are reports where you can go back in story and talk with some people just to get more quests, more loot. And there's actually one thing I kind of like about this: there's every zone has a percentage of things you can do, and they show you what you can collect, which rare monsters spawn, and what kind of quests you have to do and what dungeons. You have to visit a lot of locations, a lot of stuff. You do the main story. If you finish all of them, you get special rewards. There are a lot of rewards. Until this time, maximum I did was 40%. Even though it did in the main story, went through every place, done whatever, I didn't really spend much more time other than just kind of like that was necessary. But I was collecting everything, trying to get everything, but that's what I could get. So these are the zones I've been in. The first one was 39%. Then I realized I could do much more, so I'm just kind of like collecting stuff more and look around, because there is a very neat stuff you can get on 40%. 40% you can get like on card catalog cards. This is something like for collectors like me, is an amazing thing. You can collect cards, you can put them together, make a set effect like earth damage reduction 8%. Possibly there's gonna be something in the future added or something like that. And if the more collection you have, the more you kind of like enjoy the stuff. I actually kind of like enjoy collecting these cards. These are my favorite things in this game. Also, you can collect multiple stuff, multiple combos, and collection bonuses does increase your strength and overall power, but it's actually not that interesting. So there is all the cards I actually collected. It's pretty fun collecting these stuff, and all of them has unique stuff to it, like who they are, and most of them, I think almost all of them, not sure if all of them, but these characters are in the game, being in the story, and you visit them, talk to them as well. And sometimes you just kind of like hear about them. After you reach a certain level, you move away from your first zone. You can visit different areas. This is the whole map around the place. This was the first zone I was in. So that was a quite long journey. I liked going. It's not very big, but it's actually kind of like a very large zone. And it's so large that it took me weeks to finish just this one. And the game is full of zones. After that, you can actually just move on, set sail, and move to isle. It's super cool, the largest game I ever seen in top-down. I've been loving top-down games ever since I was a child because I love Diablo. And I actually bought like Diablo 2 Remastered, and I absolutely loved it and played tons of it. And then I stopped playing it because I didn't have time for this. The world is amazing, the world is beautiful. I love just taking time, just pay attention to the details, and there's a lot of details. At this time I'm currently I got shrunk down into a small character, and then everything is big, large, and of course you can see a coin very large at here. So it's pretty cool. I like it. It's something I do enjoy. The details on small things. We are the small people, and yes, pretty cool. There are lots of professions you can do, like hunting, mining, fishing, and excavating. It's kind of interesting to do all these. There's also cooking. I haven't really explored them too much, although I only did the quests and how to do them. There's a very neat stuff in this game. It's called the Welcome Challenge. There is a lot of challenge you have to do and basically learn how to do the stuff in the game, how to play the game, and whatever you have to do in the game, just gonna do it on the way there. I mean, it's kind of like almost impossible to skip these. You always get it if you kind of finish the story and the place you are in. And it's actually very good because it teaches you how to play this game very well. It is a very awesome thing. A lot of MMOs should already have, because it gives you the insight of what you want to actually do in this game and how to do it, and not be like cluelessly, just aimlessly go around. Find your own way, what to do. It is not really much an open world. There's a lot of zones that are actually quite neat. All the interesting stuff around everything is just making this game more lively. The combat is very interesting. It's not focused on killing one unit only, like 1v1 combating a unit once and all. It is one dude like you versus millions, as much as possible, hordes coming to you, fighting against them. Pretty fun. I love that fact. It's actually very interesting. At first I was like very skeptical. I didn't like it, like people coming there like trying to kill you and stuff. I didn't like it. The game is very awesome and it's very beautiful. They really did a lot of work on it, and I think it was totally worth it. I love exploring. This is one of my favorite things in life, exploring stuff. They're very fastly done. You just kind of like do a couple and then you just kind of like move on. You don't have to do like millions of farming and all these things. And when you see on the minimap that big gray thing, that means it's a rare unit that only appears once in a while in different spaces and zones. It gives you special loot that is you need to do on collecting the 100% on the zone. So I have to collect all of the units, very rare ones, and collect everything you can do in one zone. Because after leaving the main area, main zone, I feel like you are kind of like free to feel to explore wherever you feel like going. But there's still kind of like some places you don't know where to go at first, so the map still shows you, and the game still shows you where to go. And that's where I went as well. I leave the game to show me the way.
My brother!
Most of the time it is like this. The game shows you how to do this. The map is showing where stuff is. And you just kind of like do them. In terms of skill, we have a lot of skills we can actually unlock. We can level them up. Every level we gain for combat level, we are able to put more skills into one skill tree. And the more we put in, the more ability skills we get. We have up to 3 skill level of each spell that increase in strength by enhancing it with cold power, or like reduce the cooldown by 4. You can change them anytime, move distance, and make it more explosions. And there's a one ultimate ability. It's very cool. There are a lot of dungeons. places and raise later in endgame that we can actually kind of fight and find. I haven't explored that. I will make a VOD as well after I explore that part as well. So that's it for now. I'm gonna see if I will add anything else later.